Hi, my name is Michaela Harris. I want to take just a few minutes today to show you what you could be doing to outrank your competitors online and grow your business by utilizing this beautiful website here to rank on that first page of Google and bring you in an exponential amount of clients. So let's get started. I truly believe that websites are one of the best things that businesses can do, only if they're utilized correctly. So a website's purpose should be to bring you in more customers, and if a website is not ranking on the first page of Google, it can't do that. So ranking a website is very important. A website that doesn't rank and doesn't bring in customers is a lot like a beautiful car with no gas. It's going to look really great, but it's not going to get you anywhere. So if I take a look at your website, I love it. I think it looks really great, really professional. Love the layout and the images that you use. It honestly is very nice. I like the fact that you've got your service areas down here for people to visually see. However, I don't see 1,500 words of content. Now that's important because that's what Google algorithms look for when it crawls a web page in order to know what your website is about and ultimately what you need to rank for and who you need to be in front of. So you're also going to want to make sure that any images on your website save as keywords. Now I like that you have separate pages for your major services. However, I always recommend, especially in your case being in New Orleans, that you have your locations, like all those that you had down here, all those service areas, you have a separate page for each one of them, because this is such a heavily populated area that each one of these major service areas, even though they're so close together, are going to have their own search volume. Like Metairie, all on its own, has over 300 searches for landscaping. New Orleans obviously has a lot more. It's a more heavily populated area. But of course, 300 searches is quite a bit, and that's just for a few of those words. And there's even more. So again, you want to make sure you have separate location pages because it's going to be easier to rank those separate pages than it is to rank your entire website for every one of those areas. The second most important thing is going to be your Google business profile. Now, I do see this here. I always have just a few recommendations for this profile. You want to make sure that you are utilizing as much of those 750 words of that company description as you can get. I see right here, it looks like you're doing pretty good there. I also recommend that you get more photos, reviews, and citations than your top competitors. Now, citations are just listing sites like Yelp or Yellow Pages that list your name, address, and phone number. Why this is important is because as a potential customer, if I go in and I search landscaping in New Orleans, now, this is what's called a buyer intent keyword. These are the types of keywords that you want to target. These keywords are buyer intent because when someone's searching these words, they are searching more than likely with the intent to make a purchase of a product or service. And how you know that is by having that service and that city and that keyword together. Now, as a potential customer searching that, I'm going to say the top 3 businesses in maps and the first page of organic URLs. 9 out of 10 people will never make it to the second page, and most will never click more businesses. You want to be as easy as possible for your customers to find so that you maximize on the amount of traffic coming to your website and maximize on the amount of those that are possibly going to be utilizing your services. Now, by nature, people tend to go with the people who are at the top of the list because they think, hey, top of the list, you're probably the best. So outranking your competitors is going to help you capitalize on the most amount of people coming to your site. If I take a look at what your website is currently doing for you versus your top competitor, which in this case is this guy right here. So if I take a look at your website statistics, you can see here that there's not much going on. Now, a lot of this is likely due to the fact that your website is pretty new. If it wasn't new, you would have data here, but there's not. So you don't have any backlinks right now, no referring domains. Your UR and your DR is pretty much non-existent. It just tells me that, this is a trust and power rating influenced by backlinks. Now, backlinks are just links from another website back to yours. And then, of course, those keywords are what Google is picking up on as it crawls your web page, and right now it's not finding any. So, again, a lot of this is due to it being a pretty new site. So, The next thing I want to show you is what your top competitor is doing and why you want to rank past them. So this guy right here, the website's alright. Not the best. It's, I definitely like the way yours looks better. However, you can see here they don't have 1,500 words of content, and then their images don't save as keywords as well. So they also have a lot of potential to grow, but that potential to grow means it's a potential for you to beat them out. And again, they don't have those location pages that I'm talking about, so either way, it's going to be a little easier to beat them out in the end. And why you want to beat them out is because of this right here, those keywords. Excuse me. Now, what's important is if you see their UR and their DR, that trust and power rating, is pretty low. Now they have 1.17K backlinks. They have well over 1,000 backlinks, and their DR is low. That tells me that most of those backlinks are probably pretty low quality, and they're hurting the score, not helping it. Now that's going to hurt them in the ranking process. It just tells me that if you start going to get higher quality backlinks, you're going to beat them out. Those organic keywords are super important. This is the number of people searching for your services. So landscaping New Orleans, 300. Landscapers, 200. Just in those 2 words alone, you have 500 people searching for your services. And I can continue to go down this list and look for all of those that are buyer intent for New Orleans. And you'll see there's quite a few people searching for landscaping. And that's just one service and one service area. You have multiple services and multiple service areas, which means you've probably got likely well over 1,000 people, just because I've honestly been looking all this up. You've got well over 1,000 people looking for your services and looking in those service areas easily, if not well more than that. Either way, I just want you to see that there is huge potential for growth for your company. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to talk with you more about this. Otherwise, I hope you found this information valuable, and I hope you find the time to leave me a couple lines of feedback just so that I know that this was helpful to you. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.